Established by the Hong Kong government in 1967, the English Schools Foundation aims to provide a modern liberal education through the medium of English. Starting with only 2 schools, today ESF runs 5 secondary, 9 primary, 1 special needs school, plus 2 all-through independent schools and 4 kindergartens, operated by ESF's affiliated company, ESF Educational Services Limited.
Our vision is to provide high-quality English language education, focus on excellence in learning and catering to diverse needs of the Hong Kong community. Cooperation and shared professional development ensure that ESF is a vibrant and stimulating community for both students and staff.
Here at Abacus, we think early years education is vitally important. We have a lot of really hands-on, play-based activities where the children learn through exploration and experimentation.
We are implementing the International Baccalaureate's Primary Years programme across all ESF primary schools.
Within the Primary Years program curriculum, we focus on 6 transdisciplinary themes that each year level covers throughout the year. These transdisciplinary themes incorporate all of the traditional subjects, and we try to make the learning relevant and real.
We are unique in the fact that we're one of 2 schools in the foundation that are in fact a way through school on one campus. I think there's a tremendous synergy between what we do in secondary and primary. It gives our younger students always role models to look up to, our older students wonderful opportunities to work and mentor younger students. And I think from a family perspective, once you're in, you follow your son or daughter through their entire career.
In ESF secondary schools, students from 11 to 16 years old, years 7 to 11, take a range of subjects which culminate in the GCSE and IGCSE examinations. If they are in the private independent schools, they will continue with IB's middle years programme.
From year 8 upwards, so that's 11 and 12-year-olds, all of the students have their own laptop computer which they bring into school, and they access the curriculum in a variety of different ways. We have the Learning Gateway, and an important part of that is the assessment, recording and reporting system. With this system, what it really focuses on is what they need to do to improve in the next lesson, in the next week and in the next term. So it's very much a formative system that helps them find their way forward.
In the 2010 IGCSE examinations, 54% of the examinations were awarded A-star or A grades. 267 ESF students achieved 8 or more A-star and A grades. Moreover, 9 students from 4 ESF schools scored the highest marks in the world in 5 subjects in the Cambridge IGCSE examinations. At post-16, the majority of students follow the IB diploma programme. All ESF secondary schools are developing an applied learning option which leads to Business and Technology Education Council, BTEC, qualifications offered by the British Examination Board, EdExcel.
The BTEC programme and the Advanced Diploma programme, each for individuals in the cohort that we really want to support into their future careers, whereas the International Baccalaureate is very, very much an academic programme and a very challenging academic programme for around about 80% of the children. At the heart of the IB is Creativity, Action and Service, CAS, which actually all the students do in the upper school.
I like having to challenge myself, and art is really enjoyable. I get to spend tons of time doing that, and it really makes my brain work. Like, I have to think about a lot of stuff. Yeah, so it's good.
I think the main thing that IB prepares me for is for organisations. I think it's very important that we keep to deadlines, and if we don't, that could lead to consequences, especially in maybe jobs in the near future as well.
IB is a challenging curriculum, and our students have done very well. In last year's exam, 94% of students received an IB diploma. Over 10% of the IB students received a mark of over 40, and 2 students achieved the highest mark of 45 points.
Our students are incredibly successful at getting university places, and the Higher Education Council has worked with students and the parents themselves to find their ambitions and find their progression routes.
As part of ESF's 3-year strategic plan, strengthening and developing Chinese language learning in our schools is a key objective.
The Chinese program runs right through through all our schools, so in kindergarten, in primary schools and in secondary schools. They can be learning Chinese as a language that they're not familiar with. They could be learning it as a near native speaker, or they could be learning it in a middle way as an additional language.
ESF also offers 3 broad options for students with special educational needs.
ESF is committed to inclusive education. That can either be in mainstream classroom or a learning support centre. For children who do need, specialist intervention again, we have our Jockey Club Sarah Rose School.
ESF's a great system. The culture in the schools is enormously supportive, with children celebrating each other's success just as much as they celebrate their own. We owe this to the wonderful principals and teachers who run the schools. They're very well qualified, they have international experience, and they're committed to achieving the very highest standards for their students. And I hope we've given you some evidence of why we think that's true.